Hello everyone, welcome to this week's special Rise of the Red stream. My name is XAttus and today we'll be presenting the Arena Gamemode with the help of Hecthor Doomhammer, of course, or host.
Good afternoon.
And Hunter.
Good afternoon.
Will be monitoring the chat and answering all of the questions regarding Rise of the Reds.
So the setup as you currently see it, if you're going to be playing this game mode, this is how you're supposed to do it. You've got player 1 and player 2, they need to be on the same team and on the same side. Player 3 and player 4 need to be on the same team and on the same side as well. And then you see those little dots, you see like one over here, only slightly, and you see this one over here. Those are the AI, the creeps, and they need to be specifically ordered. For Team 1, it needs to be on slot number 5, it needs to be GLA. And on slot number 6, you need to have a China, and that needs to be on team number 2 on the other side.
Yep,
and if you want to have observers, just like XAttus and we are going to be doing today all day long, they need to be on slot 7 or 8. However, there are there is at least one 2-player map for this. So that's going to be a 4-player map. So instead of having slot 7 and 8 for observers and slot 4 and 5 and 6 for the AI, you need to just boost them up 2 slots. You've got player 1 with on slot number 3 you'll have medium army GLA for his team, and then player 2 on slot 2, and on slot number 4 you will have the medium army China for his team, and then the observers will be on slot 5 and so on.
Exactly, and also these positions cannot be switched around because these positions are associated with structures already placed on the map, and if you switch it around, cases like your command center being on one side and then your other buildings being on the other side might easily happen. So...
Yes, I did. So, first thing you'll notice is that we have a very peculiar looking power plant here. Because in this game mode you don't have the ability to build your production facilities or power plants, except the ECA. You start off with a tech power plant, each player does. And this lovely square that you see over here, this lovely square that you see over here, it's where the creeps will spawn from.
Yeah, as you can see, the first minute of the game is a setup phase where players are able to spend their money, but they are not getting any until the creeps actually start spawning, which is going to happen in less than 20 seconds from now on. Timers have been added for convenience, and also the second, it's actually a counter that shows how many waves are remaining until the heavy tanks come.
Yeah.
Because the heavy tanks are basically the most important creeps of the game, and they are the toughest and can be used to push really hard or do other nasty things.
So the only buildings that you can build, as you see, the militias are coming out with the basic tanks or medium normal tanks. I don't know how you want to call them. They spawn both ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they will just go from one side to another. You'll see them coming from this side as well. I see that IPS is getting some stuff out as well. I think that these are pyro or flamethrowers, and these are the Celebrus cannons that you saw in the promotional pictures. It's an anti-everything.
It's basically a very tough turret with high explosive shells that affects vehicles, infantry, and the missile launchers on the top can also fire on aircraft. It's pretty powerful and requires either artillery support or a high number of units to take out. And
so as you can see, this is basically how things are going down for the first part. Is that the creeps will just bump into each other and start firing at each other. You will need to support it with your own tanks, your own infantry, and I think that someone is making a little mistake over here. No, sorry. These oil derrick or oil refineries, they have a slightly different function from the usual ones, don't they?
Well, the only slightly different function they have is that their only function got a bit buffed. Instead of 10%, they actually give 20% cost reduction on units, and they are not destroyable. So the only means to deny your enemy from this 20% cost reduction is to go there and capture the refinery yourself.
Okay, so you see that Mr. Dutchygamer in red here is supporting the militia tanks with a couple of battle-masters, also a troop crawler.
Yeah, it's also an important thing that repair auras such as MTP's, Chinese troop corps, speaker tower aura, and ECA's engineer panda and engineer repair aura also work on the creeps, so you can support them by repairing and boosting their firepower.
Yep. And as you can see, there is one supply zone over here, supply dock. It does carry 60,000.
It's actually 100,000.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000, and Bruce already got 5,000 off of it, but at the moment he's just gathering undisturbed, which, well, more power to him, but the other players should do their best to stop that, because that's the only way to gather supplies on the map. That is the only source.
Oh, and I see that...
and it means, of course it means a significant advantage.
I see militia tanks are actually finding their way around the main road here. If you look at the very top. I don't know if that is intended or not, but it sure as hell looks funny. But they're actually going through the trench here, through the grates.
Eventually they'll return to their original paths. Maybe that was caused by some garrison civilian buildings, and that was taken care of now. Although two tanks are already still in the floodway. Yep. They are now just moving back in. And then getting destroyed by the Silverburst turrets.
Yeah, and
or Bruce's forces, and getting turned into money.
Yeah, because that is also a way you get money in this game mode, is actually just destroying your enemy's stuff.
Yep, regardless of your faction you have cash bounty available, and you'll gain 150 for every small creep tank you kill, and 500 for every large heavy tank you kill. Yep. And also, of course, 30% of the price of the normal units that your opponents can produce also count towards this. So if you kill a lot of units, you get a lot of money in return.
And as I tried to showcase here, each player starts with one oil derrick, and in the first minute you won't get any credits from it, but as soon as the creeps spawn, that actually becomes your own oil derrick, and you start to get money off it.
Yep.
And then
there is no other way to capture it, or... I'm sorry, go ahead.
And here you see a little jeep that was also showcased in one of the promo pictures. This is actually a jeep that just scouts around and just drives around the bases. And it detects stealth, pretty good against infantry, as I did see that she is beaconing this fortress over here. Don't know why.
Those fortresses are actually important because Bruce is ECA and he can, for example, drop a commando team in the back of the base and then start doing really bad things to buildings and other units from there. So that fortress and other civilian structures near the bases actually prevent that, if they are garrisoned, that is.
I see that Bruce is actually producing a solar reactor right next to the supply zone here. Yeah. Of course, I can see.
Bunkers.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I can see a use for this because, of course, you can equip bunkers on these things and put infantry inside of them. But it's a risky move.
Well, if it gets destroyed, all your defenses go flying. But, well, Bruce doesn't have any defenses other than that single guard tower, from what I can see. And that's not a big issue, actually. And Ulater is just doing a drive-by with a battle bus. But yeah, I already think that solar reactor is not gonna last very long there. Especially once players start teching up and artillery comes into play.
Battle bus, there we go. Yeah, just shoot the missiles at them. Oh, careful. So the only buildings that you really need to build are your tier buildings, your tier 1 and tier 2 buildings. I believe that the solar reactor will provide you with tier 1 for ECA.
Yeah, ECA's tier 1 building is indeed the solar reactor.
So you do need to build that, obviously. But like I said in the beginning of the match, you can't build any production facilities. So if you, for instance, lose your vehicle maintenance tunnel, you're screwed because you can't build any tanks. Unless you capture, of course, your enemy vehicle production facility.
Oh, and by the way, artillery showed up.
Artillery.
wondering if they'll start. Oh, they are already shooting at Bruce's power plant.
Yeah.
He's repairing it for now, but who knows how long can he hold it back.
And the other artilleries are firing at the civilian structure over here, but in comes the battle bus. But I think that Ulater is maybe a bit scared of Solaris. Yeah, for that exact reason.
He's just going in there to clear out the artillery and save his civilian building that he garrisoned.
Yep. Of course you want to save that building.
Yeah, meanwhile those purple artillery pieces are doing some damage to the solar reactor, but it's getting repaired at the same time by Bruce, so...
And of
it's not
course,
doing anything really.
Something really useful on this game mode that I have experienced myself is air units. Having helicopters, jets, can really just turn the tide.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them yet.
I am seeing a HUD over there though.
Oh yeah. IPS has a fan.
That's pretty much it for now. I mean, they can give you some... If you can get air units in the air really early, you can really get an early head start economically wise. You see the Dragon tanks going after last artillery here, going after some militia tanks.
And he's hurting the flame tanks there.
We haven't seen any heavy tanks. We haven't seen heavy tanks yet, eh?
Well, the heavy tanks are coming in exactly a few seconds now.
Exactly now. So I'll just go to one of the site's spawn locations here.
After the 6 normal ones, there will come the 3 heavies.
Okay. About the Bruce. There you go. That's a heavy tank. 2, 3 heavy tanks. These heavy tanks are also anti-everything. They also provide you with some anti-air. So this really makes it like you want to kill this with air stuff and you want to kill this with land stuff.
Well, let's see if anything happened towards pushing. Now that the heavies are rolling in, actually,
I'm surprised to see that I'm surprised that the purple artilleries are still at it, going at it.
Yeah.
And now the heavies are moving in.
I'm also surprised that Ulater is just letting that solar reactor be there.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of Wotan arrays back there. There's some ghost instructions over there. The solar plant is of course probably fully garrisoned. Oh, in come a couple of MiGs.
Yeah, but they are getting targeted by not only Ulater's battle buses, but the Cerberus turrets as well. And also one interesting thing about the Cerberus turrets missiles is that they are immune to countermeasures, ECMs or other missile jamming effects. So once they are fired, they are going to hit what they were fired after.
Oh yeah. Whoa, I'm seeing a lot of healing going on over here for I don't know what, because...
Wow. Yeah, that's probably a bug.
Yeah, seen it. Of course, let me just type in something here. Just a quick reminder to my chat bots that they too can type stuff in.
I'm now seeing the flames with the healing effect on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medical fire.
It's gonna set you ablaze with its magical wellness flamethrower.
Yep. Now those are really purifying flames of hell.
Well, I just did a little cash check and currently all the players are spending their money. Oh, Frank Jaeger, but went too close to the Cerberus turrets, which, oh well, I think we didn't mention it before, but the Cerberus turrets also detect stealth units, so it's not possible to just sneak in heroes or other stealthed GLA rebels, for example, through the main entrance.
Yep. Well, I'm seeing a...
as long as those turrets are there.
Yeah, and I think that Mr. Bruce actually misplaced that Fennec here. Because he's gonna have to go through another Cerberus turret section here. He won't get past if those Cerberus turrets are stealth detection.
Yeah, the Fennec is also only started while it's standing still. When it's moving, it's fully visible, although the commandos are obviously fully started. But even those won't stand a chance against those guns. Another set of artilleries are taking at it.
Well, I mean, today is only going to be Arena Gamemode because this is like a really big update. And it's only going to get bigger. So, if you're disappointed by the fact that we're not going to do any regular games, then I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's going to be today.
Yep, unless something terribly goes wrong, we are only planning on doing arena games today.
Just a question on my end. I do notice that the waves remaining until heavy tanks spawn counter is there, but how often do the artillery spawn? Because they spawn in between somewhere, right?
Yep, in between, and actually the artillery spawns work based on that same counter, and when it reaches 3, then that's where it triggers the scripts that spawn the artillery. That actually wasn't mentioned by me anywhere because I plan to include a separate counter or timer of some sort for the artillery later on. And of course, in the future, artillery spawns will be more frequent.
So I see a question by Bergsack here. Can you build defenses in Arena Gamemode?
Defenses are special as well, since players already have the Celebris turrets, so 4 factions, well, everyone except ECA is unable to build any defense structures, and ECA can build some of them.
So it's only ECA, and of course ECA with the solar turret as well, but not pretty much, you know,
well, the solar reactor went boom in the meantime.
Yeah, I noticed.
And also one little neat thing that you might be wondering is the creeps are actually not possible to block with buildings because there are special objects placed in their path which prevent you from building any buildings in the way. So you cannot just build a wall of barricades, for example, in your base entrance and block a ton of creeps that way because you won't be able to.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, Black Ranger 13. Glad you could join us. We'll hopefully see you next time.
And meanwhile, I'll just drink some of the beer that I have here. Because why not?
Why not? Yeah.
So in the event that you hear burps, then that's probably the reason. Well, now the solar reactor is being rebuilt a bit further back, but still on the front line. I'm also wondering what rank the players have currently, because soon we should be able to see general powers coming in. Napalm strikes, artillery barrages and whatnot.
Yep.
And in come the second set of heavy tanks, or maybe the third, I didn't count.
Well, I think you still can deploy the Urals, right?
Yeah, of course, Ural trucks work exactly the way they work on normal game.
Here we go.
Oh, Ulater brought some grads against Bruce's mortar tracks. Now the grads are destroying the heavies. And those remaining ones will get taken out by the garrison buildings. Oh, actually, they managed to damage them enough to ungarrison.
Yeah, but the guard tower actually took care of the rest.
Yep.
And there goes that building right there. Well, that Seraph Phoenix isn't really a smart thing to do, because if you block the creeps, they will actually pile up. But that will only mean that your enemy creeps will just get a head start. And, you know, you can of course block them to a point where you will have so much that they'll just be spammable, but I think it's not really that of a smart idea to do.
Yeah, you can still use certain units to block the creeps if you really wish, however that's really not what you should be doing. You're just gonna cause yourself some harder time on the front line because you will be left without creep support, and if you don't repair the turrets they can only take so much damage. Not to mention that artillery and heavy tanks are can also pose a serious threat.
Yeah,
if you have nothing to tank their damage with.
I was just doing a quick cash check, and I noticed that the AI actually has 10,000 credits. I was like, wait, who's not spending their money then? Oops.
Yeah. By the way, if you are wondering if it's possible to alter the starting amount of money, currently it's not. The starting money is set by scripts and it's set at 3,000 at the moment. So regardless of the setting you choose in the game setup screen, you're always going to start with 3,000 credits. But of course this is a changeable amount, so depending on how the balance goes, all of this is subject to change until we get the release.
Yeah. And I do see that Bruce is trying to build some defenses on the road here.
And on the bottom side, Dutchy is burning IPS forces alive with those inferno cannons. That's gonna hurt. He has to watch out for the artillery though.
True.
By the way, Doomhammer, is it actually intentional that you lowered your graphical settings for the game?
Well, you mean the resolution? Because if I'm not mistaken, I have it running on the highest possible resolution. But actually,
I'm not referring to resolution. Like, I'm seeing the particle cap kicking quite often, and I'm not seeing any shadows either.
I don't know. Actually, I've never.
It's not a big problem, but we should probably set that up to the max in the next stream because it just looks a lot nicer.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. But of course, yeah, I'll try to do that. We'll look into that after the stream if possible.
Of course.
But I haven't touched any.
Yep, meanwhile, there is some action going on near the refineries on the bottom side. Bruce has a lot of commandos and 2 Fennecs that just got destroyed by the battle boss.
Yeah.
Now the commando teams are destroyed. Doesn't have any anti-infantry soldiers in them.
Nope.
So that got taken out, but Jarmenko shows up and he's going to murder every single one of them now.
Gonna get him some free experience. There we go.
Some delicious money. Well, that attack failed. Nerve Jarman.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised to see that there are still no Celebrus turrets taken out yet.
No.
Well, of course, that's probably going to change once Bruce hits rank 5. Probably going to kick in the Pandora, or maybe the Venoms, who knows?
Nerve Jarman.
Pandora is a really good asset on this map. It's able to take out a lot of units, and it seriously hurts. Even more so than in normal games.
I think he should. Yeah. I think what Bruce needs is a couple of them howitzers, or the claymores. I mean.
Yeah, claymores and howitzer positions would be good, although they are on a build limit as well, so you can have infinite amount of them. But they do need. Even the howitzer position needs a general power in this game mode. Not sure if he went for it or if he knows about it, but it would be nice to see. He could also utilize the Bloodhounds to mark targets, even Celebrus turrets, that's pretty possible because the entire barely is barely ineffective against the Bloodhound. It can stay out of range only just to mark the Celebrus turret as its target.
Well, it seems that the 2 heavy tanks remaining here on the Bruce's side with the Leopards are kind of pushing through here, but they are instantly greeted by the Celebrus towers and a couple more creeps. The heavy tanks are now destroyed.
There's a field command being built up. Meanwhile, another inferno firestorm blasting through the center.
Yep, I see that happening. Also got a.
Also, I guess the solar reactor is in danger again.
Yep, got a speaker lord over there. Comes another.
Oh, and I thought Hunter, you set the Celebrus turrets air missiles to be immune against any sort of countermeasures or chaffs or these sort of things.
Should be.
I just saw a Harrier deflecting a Celebrus turret missile.
Oh, but a little napalm actually going on.
Strike. Well, that's probably gonna clear all the garrison buildings and gonna destroy the supply center as well.
Yes, gone. Low to the range gone.
That did a lot of damage there.
IPS is not an
easy pot from Z. Well, you're there to compensate him.
IPS doesn't really have that much online experience, does he?
Well, no, he doesn't. But Bruce does has a lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I played a couple of rounds of this too, and I hope that we can showcase a map later today, where I was able to cheese something really big. We see another. Oh, EMP
incoming EMP bomb. I think Dutchy is about to push forward then.
Yep.
Now it's a really good time to do so.
Turrets, of course, are unaffected by it. A little full repair going on.
And yep, Dutchy is pushing forward now.
Yep.
Also, I didn't talk about the Chiefs yet that are patrolling in the base, or did I? Or did we?
I did.
Ah, okay. Okay then, cool.
Early on. Didn't go all too deep, but at least I talked about it. Jeez! Jeez! Yes, Mr. Thordorp has a bit of history with me and cheese. The more private project.
Dutchygamer should be prioritizing either the solar reactor or the Celebrus turrets now. He's in range to do so.
I think he's going after the. He's using the infernal cannons to go after the solar reactor first.
Yep. Yeah, I think that solar reactor is about to blow again.
Yep. Also gonna clear the garrison. There we go.
He has enough stuff there to just clear out those militia tanks, and that single artillery won't hurt a lot either. And now he's engaging the first Celebrus turret.
There you go.
Meanwhile, the Harriers can't do much to stop it, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's pretty much gone right here. There you go, it's gone. So the first one to break through, kind of, more so, is... I see another Celebrus turret destroyed here in the north. So it seems that...
and the other one is on really low HP as well. Ulater is hitting it. Yep, the first group of Celebrus turrets on the top lane has been destroyed.
So that's only 2 Celebrus towers remaining for Bruce here.
Well, Bruce doesn't really have much in his base.
No,
Not sure what he is up to.
He's trying to help his ally here, but he's pretty much no avail.
And meanwhile, Ulater has a really large GLA blob in the middle. That's going to push forward now, probably.
Yes.
Uh-oh. But in comes
Grand Slam? Well, smart bomb.
It's just a smart bomb, okay. Could have done more damage if it would be a neutron bomb, but apparently Bruce is not a rank 5 yet, I think.
I don't think he's either, but we do see Ulater with a couple of Marauder tanks. Block cannons. Interaction mob, of course.
Bruce has a lot of money actually, almost 9k, but he should be spending it.
IPS, yeah, he's struggling. And Dutchy, he's just getting money from the kills. Wow, Ulater, you need to spend your money. 14k, Jesus.
Yep. Yeah, it's also wise to remember that you should keep your factories running at all times whenever you have money, since you only have one set of factories, so you can't just be at another war factory to spend that extra money quickly. So it's important to remember, if you have money, you need to be spending it and need to be spamming.
And down goes the second Celebrus towers in turret in just a moment. There we go! Yep. So the left team is pushing through here.
It's also worth mentioning that the Celebrus turret gain is grant a significant amount of experience and credits once they are destroyed. If they are destroyed by the player, that is. If they are destroyed by the creeps, then the AI gets the benefits. But even so, I think most of the players are on rank 5 already.
Well, what do we have incoming here?
Bruce is... What is Bruce doing?
What is Ulater doing? Oh, knocking down a... Oh, Anthrax Bomb!
Yeah, Bruce dropping an Anthrax on Bruce's base. Meanwhile, the heavies are pushing now, and they are probably going to damage the turrets. They take quite a bit of hits from them.
Oh, the Insurrection Mob rolling back. I am hearing some...
Yeah, those are those are commando teams near the center, near those militia tanks. They are trying to kill a Scorpion.
Yeah, okay. Counters Benedicts really hard. Wow.
And meanwhile,
that stays
she
on
is
the field a long time.
continuing to burn through IPS's defenses.
Yeah. Well, Bruce already calling GG.
Well, things are indeed not looking too good for them.
Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah, now Ulater brought the radar one that took care of the commandos. And on the other side, Dutchy has a massive blob of Battlemaster's Overlords and a few Inferno cannons. Making stuff warmer than it should be.
Pretty much.
I'm not seeing many air units either.
No, I'm kind of surprised. I guess that the players are kind of scared.
For example, at the moment, Dutchy has no anti-air on his group of tanks here, so a few helicopters.
I thought he had
he doesn't.
I thought he had a couple of Gatling tanks.
Yeah, the Gatling tanks are gone now. I don't see them. He has 2 Overlords, but they are both equipped with a speaker tower, a lot of Battlemasters, Inferno cannons, but nothing that can handle air targets. So
this airship should just move forward. Relay is open, ready to receive. Oh, and there goes the last Celebrus tower for and a Grand Slam for Bruce here.
However, Grand Slam bomb just disabled most of his forces, and he has no anti-air there either, so he's forced to retreat. Or get mopped up by the... actually he has a few RPG troopers now that can take care of the jump jet infantry.
Ah, so we've got the Venoms out.
Yep, the Venoms, but it wasn't a smart choice because he took Smart Bomb as well. He should have upgraded that to Neutron Bomb, and the Pandora is more useful in this case. But at least the viewers get to see the Venoms again, so more power to them.
Yep. Got the Viking over here. Hold on, this is Valkyrie. Sorry, my mistake. There's the Viking.
Wow. Yep, the Viking is
and
dead.
The Valkyrie dead.
Valkyrie, yeah, sorry about that. Valkyrie
Bruce
is
calling
dead.
GG for real this time, I'm sure.
Yep.
He's quitting, and thus
quitting.
all of the stuff is being transferred to IPS. No, it's gonna do it that much bit though.
Yeah, IPS is holding his ground a bit better against Dutchy, but only for a limited time, since after Ulater finishes up with Bruce stuff on the north side, he's gonna move on to destroy IPS as well. Oh, that's quite a lot of artillery there.
Well, do know that Bruce pretty much isn't able to play as his favorite faction, so he's kind of at a disadvantage, I'd say.
Yeah, there were very few problems with USA causing mismatches, but we were unable to determine what exactly, so we just advised him not to play USA.
I should add to that it is not even entirely certain if it's a USA issue or just Bruce's connection.
Well,
but every time, at least
Bruce was in the game as ECA, and we played a test game just now before the stream with him playing as ECA, I think. I wasn't part of that. And it went fine without mismatches.
Right.
So yeah, well, we are not certain at this point, so until that's going to be determined.
Yeah. Well, pretty much
We are
everything
just going
here
to
in
work
the top
around
is
it.
destroyed.
Yep. Insurrection Angry Mob are actually...
And I
the
think that the
insurrection? No,
creeps are
that's
actually
normal
starting
Angry
to
Mob.
block here. The creeps in the north are starting to block the other creeps.
Yep. And IPS is defeated.
IPS has been defeated.
Okay, and what happens in this case after both of the players are defeated on their team? The AI will just destroy itself as well, and thus the game ends.
Yep. Because the instructions are transferred over to the AI, and that's it.
Yep. Alright guys, so what do you think? Should we attempt another 2v2 or should we showcase a 1v1 this time?
I'm in favor of a 1 versus 1 actually, just to pick up the pace perhaps.
Alright.
And I hope that you guys like this, because in the future we are planning to occasionally just do one single match of Arena Gamemode in future streams. We're not going to be focusing too much on them, but we are just going to do it for like...
yeah, sometimes when the players...
Something different, just to, you know, keep everything a little bit fresh.
Sometimes when the players feel like it, then we can do an arena game or two, but well, the main focus is still going to be on the normal game as well, of course. So I'm pretty certain that we are going to have at least one more match.
Yes.
And seems like we are starting.
Alrighty.
Okay, so there's one major difference on 1v1 maps, is that instead of 30 per second passive income, the players actually get 60. And this is to make the gameplay a bit faster.
Yeah.
And allow games to end sooner if one of the players dominate. And you might know this map. This is also featured in the Rise of the Reds official map pack. And the water from the inner part of the docks has been removed to a gameplay reason, to allow GLA and other factions that rely on movement to freely move around and try to flank or attack enemy armies from behind.
Oh, so you just pumped a couple of tons of sand in there.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely see that the Dutch were at work here.
Building dikes and shit.
This is our specialty. This is our specialty. We make wax.
I see what you did there.
Why do you think that the people from Dubai actually came to us? Just like, hey, can you make these islands for us? And we were like, sure. Okay, never lose the great. Thank you for joining us. See you later. And we've got the first militia tank spam initiated. And of course here again one jeep. And these jeeps, if they do get destroyed, they actually do respawn, right?
Of course. After 1 minute they respawn off map and then they just continue on their waypoint path.
Oh yeah. So...
And that goes on indefinitely.
Okay. So I'm seeing a Crusader tank and a, whatchamacallit already, Bruce? This is a sentry gun, I believe?
Sentry drone. Yeah, you might wonder how actually separate buildings such as the drone assembly plant and the helipad for Russia work. Well, the helicopters can be built from the airfield for Russia, and in this case for USA the drones have been moved to the war factory. So, of course you still need to have the other requirements such as a detention camp for certain drones to be produced, but other than that you can freely build all the drones and all the vehicles from the war factory itself.
That's actually an interesting thing you said there, Miss Dev. That could be really fun in this game mode, or especially this map.
Yeah, it's because there actually used to be battleships where all the sand is actually.
No, except that I don't know what you're talking about.
He's referring to the fact that the battleships got beyond there, stationary structures that you could capture.
Oh.
Garrison. Or even capture have the guns actually fire.
Yeah, on the original map there are battleships, and it's funny when you disguise bomb trucks as battleships and then you just have battleships moving fast on land.
Oh, what?
And it's not obvious that's a bomb truck, indeed.
No. So Bruce is already taking to the air here.
Says that's a perfect disguise. Obviously adds to the humor.
Yeah.
Or that's an easy disguise.
Yeah. So Bruce taking a clever tactic here, going to the air as soon as possible with a command sheet. This is actually how I learned how to play this properly. With Russia, just go tier 1, get a Hellion out, get a couple of Hellions out, and you just start farming money. start farming these creeps until, of course, the heavy tanks join in.
Until Gatling tanks or other anti-air units come into play by the other player.
Yeah.
That she's already moving 4 of them forward. Actually, 2 militia tanks just stayed at the... Oh, okay. Yeah, the militia tanks do get buggy sometimes and they forget what they are supposed to do, but eventually they remember and then they continue on their usual path. That's just something that's thanks to the pathfinding of this game.
So they have to fix the Parkinson bug.
Don't get too close to
raptors.
Yeah.
And those raptors actually went too close to the Solarburst turrets, so...
And as you can see, the missiles will just chase them until...
Yep. Oh wow. one just got destroyed right up when it landed to the airfield.
Yep. Too bad. So...
Yeah, it's not a really good idea to mess with air units against those turrets.
No, especially now that the Comanche dropped down.
And that she's probably garrisoning those buildings on the center now. And that garrison building will also take care of the Crusader tank. Yep, and Bruce already has a supply center. Oh yeah, and of course, one other neat thing that I added is a set of flag bunkers that actually prevent the players from initiating direct air assaults from the start against each other's base. So if these are garrisoned, they should prevent any light air assault from reaching the base, provided that the turrets can take care of them in time.
Yeah, Bruce is doing something really smart here. Utilizing the Ospreys, the fact that he needs Ospreys in order to get the resources, just to get some free resources up here. That's really clever.
Yep. Yep, that you could easily stop that by moving those Gatling tanks over there, but I'm not sure if the fog of war actually allows him to see what's going on there at the moment.
Well, Bruce
so he might not even know that Bruce is stealing the supplies.
Yeah. Well, Bruce is actually a very good Air Force commander, so you know he dominates the skies with USA.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people just don't like to play.
And then he gets mad when you bring all the tier 2 AA and just spam them.
Well, yeah. What else do you do?
That's what usually happens.
So yeah, one of the things that could have led to a problem mismatching during our test was actually the Wasp Hive. So
yeah, we tested that, we spammed a ton of them around the map and it was fine. Eventually we just ended up leaving that game because I went a bit too hard on Crimson.
Okay.
So we didn't figure out what the exact problem is. We'll see. If it mismatches, then we'll at least know that it's something with USA, probably, because so far Bruce took part in most of our stream test matches, and when he played ECA, went fine. But well, until we don't know, it's hard to say whether it's a connection issue or a USA unit or anything that's causing it.
And actually here you see the microwave tank being utilized very good in combination with the settlement.
We see some air-to-air battles here.
Oh, dogfightings. Nice. And these flak cannons, of course, are very useful to capture early on.
Yep, it's a must.
Especially with Bruce, he could just like sneak in a couple of jets or a couple of helicopters over, just wreaking havoc on your base.
Yep. Notice that the counter is now on 3 for the heavy tanks and artillery are on the map. So that's how it works at the moment, but later on I plan to include special timers for possibly artillery, but surely for the heavy tanks instead of a counter.
Okay.
But this is still a work in progress version, of course, and it's still going to change. If not major changes, there will surely be some changes for the future and improvements. I wonder what they are doing. Let's have a check on money. Dutchy is almost at, well, just over 1k now, and Bruce is on nearly 1.7. So both players are spending all their money currently available to them.
Hunter, please check Skype.
Yep.
Okay, so I noticed earlier that Bruce got the hold the line activated.
Yep, he's taking care of the artillery now with the single Comanche.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dutchy is just going to mass more forces.
Uh-huh.
Now he's going tier 2, starting to build his breeder reactor.
Doomhammer, do you want me to put that on the forum?
In the Twitch chat. And later we'll do it on the forums.
Yeah, that would be interesting to know. It's a good idea.
There's only one problem. I have no idea how you go about doing such a thing on the Twitch chat, actually. Or you mean just asking them for it?
Let me see if I can fix that for you. That means that I'm gonna have to divert my attention away from the actual match. Oh, tomahawks!
Yep, there's a little battle going on in between Dutchy's forces and some paladins.
Okay.
Those battle masters are just too numerous to handle for those paladins, although they are taking some losses now. Dutchy is just using the field repair power, which is nice. Now he's pushing forward, killing that paladin and the artillery as well. But he forgot to bring anti-air again, so now the single Comanche just owning all of the tanks. Yeah, the Gatling tanks seem to have disappeared. Where did they go? I guess they got destroyed. He's trying to fix the problem by bringing in a few more flak hunters.
Okay, I'm done. So, people, I'm going to post a link here, and I would hope that you answer that little poll.
Yep, you'll be interested to see the results.
I'll also be posting that poll just as a continuation of today's stream on the forums, just because I'm curious about, you know, what you want to see. Who? Something got killed. On garrison there. I don't know what.
In come the heavy tanks.
Okay, cool.
Now that's...
Another row of heavy tanks.
Yep, look at the Comanche taking a lot of damage from them, even though it's heroic.
Yeah, he needs to get that. Bruce needs to get that thing out of there.
Yep. Dutchy brought in some Gatling tanks again, but he's careless, and now the heavy tanks are just owning them again.
Yeah.
I think I just heard carpet bombing. Oh no, leaflet drop.
What, where?
Leaflet drop and probably...
Oh wait, I see them coming in. Oh,
yep, probably green beret or something. Oh, acolyte tanks. Yeah.
Acolytes. Okay.
That's neat.
Get us the heavy tanks. Maybe.
Click on them, I suppose.
I don't know if I can. This
should be.
Oh.
Meanwhile, more Gatling tanks and Battlemasters are preparing to go to the front line, back of Dutchy's defense. Bruce is just cleaning up the rest in the middle. Now he actually gathered 6k from the supply dock.
Nice.
Although he's only gathering it with one Osprey, he could certainly use more of them there.
Well, Dutchy is spending his money like crazy. It's like just below 1,000, just got over 1,000.
Yeah.
Somebody's requesting to see the cameo of the Acolyte, if you could briefly click on one.
If I can find it, I will go. Ah, this one probably.
Yeah, there are two of them in the middle still.
There you go, there's the cameo right there. And compared to the Paladin, just a comparison here.
Doomy, get us the heavy tanks.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
but there aren't any heavy tanks anymore, but I'll do the cameo for the...
Only scripts are getting you the heavy tanks.
Well...
In none less than 2 waves.
Let me actually zoom in on the artillery here. As you can see, they actually have to sort of shuffle at the back just to force
Yeah, they're
themselves
similar
into the
to.
front.
Yeah, they are similar to Nod's artillery.
Uh-huh.
Back from other Command and Conquer games. I'm pretty sure that some of you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the shovel or the dozer blade at the back is basically just to compensate for the recoil that the entire chassis would suffer when the gun actually fires.
Now the Gatling tanks are going forward again and killed one Comanche, but they were unable to kill the other one. And now a heroic paladin stands in the way.
Oh,
and I
A10
also...
airstrike incoming, Nighthawks incoming too.
That successfully eliminated the Cerberus turret.
Yeah.
And Dutchy doesn't have any serious anti-air nor stealth detection over the area, apart from the Cerberus turret itself, so that made it possible.
Yep.
I wonder why he's not using Twin Fangs.
I don't think he's
Should
thinking about
should
that
be
at the
used
moment.
here. When paired with Gatling tanks, they make up a pretty nice force against air units.
There's some rocket guys in as well. Bruce. Making good use of the Tomahawks. Oh, I see an airship here.
Yep, Dutchy going in. Well, that's an interesting try. Although he missed the field repair a bit, but that didn't matter actually. He took out all of Bruce's ground forces there.
Yeah.
Now he quickly needs to take out the javelin teams before they cause any serious damage. And unfortunately, the Gatling tanks are not so good against the militia tanks either.
A couple of Guardian drones coming in, another acolyte.
Yep, that was a really nice forward push by Dutchy there. That eliminated a lot of Bruce's forces.
Got a nice little ambulance here as well. Let's let me go around it. Actually, the first time that I see it in use in this way. So.
Meanwhile, the wave is getting stuck again.
Yeah.
Probably by a single militia tank that forgot what it's supposed to do again. Unfortunately, that happens, and in that case, the players just have to kill one of the tanks in order to unbug the wave.
I think he needs to kill the now one.
Yeah, now they are going forward again.
So this is what happens if you actually block off your militia tank spawns.
Yeah, again, you are not supposed to do that on purpose, and if it happens, you are encouraged to just unblock the wave and allow it to freely continue on its way.
Oh, got a frenzy activated here by Dutchy. Just even more firepower, more damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was activated by general power or the airship.
Oh, what's this?
Probably by the airship. That must have been another acolyte drop that, well, didn't land in a fortunate position, let's just say.
I don't know where it landed.
It landed near the supply dock in that corner, but it landed on uneven terrain, so therefore it got destroyed straight away.
Oh, poor acolytes. Show the heavies, show the heavies. Yes,
show the heavies.
Yes,
oh,
there you go.
There are the heavies.
Here you go. Here you go. The heavies. Zooming in. Double barrel, anti-everything. Moving around. There you go. Heavies. A lot of javelin teams.
Bruce is also using sentry drones placed down by what are those called? Vanguards, yeah, that's how they are called. And another charge. Well, he should really move those Gatling tanks forward now to kill the javelin teams.
Yeah, oh, Chaparral even.
Chaparral is now taking care of the airship.
Yeah. Get the hell out of there. And down goes the heroic thingy. Oh, leaflet drop. No, carpet
Get
bombing.
wrecked.
No. Look at that.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt for sure.
Although it missed the javelin teams.
Yeah. Not all of
Not
them,
enough
though.
AT, not enough AT by Dutchy.
Nope.
Should really focus on getting the more anti-tank firepower. And anti-garrison power as well, since Bruce has a well garrisoned building there.
Okay, yeah.
Those-
I'm kind of surprised that nothing is happening here in the center.
Yeah, they should be using that Netherlands fine work. It was my work actually, but
Oh, you even have amphibious transports here? Oh.
and another leaflet up, followed by carpet bombing. Yeah, as usual.
The amphibious transports, however, are only just there for decorational purposes.
Yeah, obvious.
Yeah. I bet bomb trucks can use them to disguise as amphibious transports as well.
That would be fun to see.
Yeah, well, you can also do it with the full-scale battleship, which is even funnier.
Yeah. Well, I
The
removed
battleship
those
is
because
usually, the battleship is like 15 times larger than the actual bomb truck that you just disguise it as.
yeah, it just makes it totally look casual. You know, it's just a battleship driving on land. What else? What bad things can happen there?
Well, I'm happy to see that Bruce is actually using the Tomahawks for a change.
Yep. Although one important feature of the Tomahawks have been removed due to balance changes, and that was the
Mine
long
drop
range.
over here?
Yep. The Tomahawks can no longer fire their long range rockets in Arena Gamemode because that's just too broken apparently.
Shackle still going after the airship here. It's pretty much a stalemate.
Yeah, stalemate so far, but again, none of the players are using the other route, which could they take to just bypass the center completely.
But then again, I think
that's what I would do in these cases.
Well,
I see somebody finally noticed the nuclear crates that have been dropped by other units. There's a bit of a new game mechanic that we have going that we will be explaining in some later update.
you mean this little thing over here?
Well, I wouldn't be able to see because I'm 20 seconds behind you in the stream.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just zoomed in on it. The EMP mine just dropped very close by.
Meanwhile, you can guess what those crates are for.
Yep. We will not be giving out any detailed explanations for that just yet.
Well, just run over the javelin teams. Excellent. Use a bit of hopper tanks as well.
Yeah. Initiate the charge again, but
Another
unfortunately the heavies are doing a lot of damage there.
There you go.
And I'm hearing
turrets.
another. Yep.
I just saw that happening.
And another group of Nighthawks just taking care of the remaining HP.
So that is gone yet again.
So
That's the second turret.
Dutchy is now left with without turrets on the front line.
Yeah,
And meanwhile,
a
Colite tanks are killing the creeps on
I see
the
that. I see that.
west side on his base.
I mean, if these two can survive until a new one comes in, no. Things are going after them, of course. Yeah, there we go. I'm also surprised to see that Dutchy hasn't tried to block off the supply route here at all.
Yeah, he's letting Bruce take. Well, he took almost 18k now.
Yeah.
I think he's just simply not aware of the fact that he's doing it.
Yeah, probably yes.
I think he should be actually.
Lone Acolyte then going to the northwest corner of the map.
Just escaping.
Can't take out the refinery; it's indestructible. But
Yep.
if he gets some rangers there, he could capture it. I wonder why Dutchy is still not using how they are called twin fangs.
Twin fangs.
Oh, the Spectre gunship quickly getting taken care of, but it did enough damage to kill yet another turret.
Oh, no, I just missed that. Sorry, folks. On occasion I'm reading the chat, on occasion I'm trying to find stuff on the map. So, you know, my eyes are at 15 different places at pretty much the same time. So.
Yeah, I wonder what Bruce is trying to do, because he's really hard. I mean, he's focusing the turrets really hard, so that will enable them to do air assaults without those powerful anti-air missiles.
Yeah, but he also
ruining his plans.
I think he should go for the flak gunners first, after destroying this last turret. Because then he could just sneak in a couple helicopters and start doing some real damage.
Yeah, that's what I did against Dutchy, and in this case he has 0 anti-air in the back of his base. So he made this mistake already once, and I just killed him with gazelles.
Yeah.
So you should really learn from that and get out some twin fangs before something serious happens. Because one way of ending the game would be to just, for Bruce, it would be to just go build like 10 or 8 Comanches, take out that single flag bunker, and then take out the airfield and possibly the war factory as well.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Dutchy is focusing way too much on the land aspect of this battle here.
And to answer that question, DNC Master, no, not all the tech buildings are indestructible on arena maps, only the refineries are in this case, so you cannot just prevent your enemy from benefiting the 20% cost reduction by simply destroying his refinery by using Nighthawks, for example. You have to go there and capture it.
The oil derricks are indestructible too, right?
Yep, the oil derricks provide a passive income, and they shouldn't be touchable in any way, shape, or form. So they are not capturable, not destroyable, not even targetable by the creeps. So even the creeps won't bother with them. And another leaflet drop, just disabling a huge bunch of Gatling tanks on the middle. And then
the mill, right?
Yep.
Or the spam mail, rather.
Yeah, Bruce is doing the right.
He plugs up the mail servers. Can't get the orders in anymore.
Bruce is doing exactly what I thought he will be. He's using Comanches to attack the creeps. However, the heavy tanks just killed one. And another, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
The remaining 2 Comanches successfully kill the rest of the heavies, but now they are taken out by the flak hunters.
Oh, unfortunately. There we go.
Yeah, I would have tried that with a lot more Comanches actually, because in Massa they are actually good against infantry too, so they can take care of the flak hunters before anything serious happens.
And you saw that the Jeep just actually went after the pilots. It went out of its own route that was programmed and just killed the pilots there. So there's some kind of intelligence in this AI.
I think Dutchy knows what to expect.
Oh, now it seems that Dutchy has finally learned about the little resource gathering operation here by Bruce.
Yeah, he's moved his Gatling tanks there to destroy it. And he also prepared a lot of flak hunters for any air assaults. However, the Nighthawks can currently clear the flag bunkers without doing any damage whatsoever. So they just basically garrison clear them.
Well, Miss Dev, this is actually...
Should be changed a bit.
It's like 421 for me at the moment, and I just stream at this time because I've always done that for Rise of the Reds at least. So it's really like, you know, we have to make a choice. We can't cater everyone in the world. We can. It's that time just is not on our side at the moment. So, but this is currently the best solution streaming wise.
Yeah, I mean, in the meantime, Dutchy managed to destroy one of Bruce's Celebrus turrets.
I see it, but the other one is heavily guarded. Oh, you got a little barrage going on. Only a little.
Yeah, I have no idea why Dutchy doesn't use twin fangs. It should be used, really.
I don't know. I don't know if he even has the general. Because I don't see any overlords either.
Wow, a napalm strike managed to burn down Bruce's airfield. Wow.
Oh, rank 5 napalm. Kill my airfield. Oh.
Even though the buildings have increased HP just to prevent that, it still seemed to be enough to finish that airfield. Probably because it's large and it actually took damage from a lot of the napalm firestorms.
Yeah, well, that's gonna put a serious damper on Bruce's playstyle here.
Yeah. Also, I think we should just wait out and see if they can finish this game, since even if we start another one, we might likely go into overtime.
Yeah, so, a couple more airships coming in. Just be glad that the effect doesn't stack. And oh, see another A-10 airstrike incoming.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to hit. Although that single A-10 won't be able to do as much damage. We just took out a group of fuck hunters.
Yeah, I think that Dutchy might actually take this victory this time. If he can get past...
Bruce is now left without any air support, so that's gonna seriously hurt him. Although he's using his remaining Comanches to bomb Dutchy's airfield. And now Dutchy lost his airfield as well.
If Dutchy actually manages to win this game, that's gonna be like a 150% plus ego bonus.
Yeah,
Dutchy, absolutely.
that's totally true. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, there goes something else. That's the last second.
Yep. That's air going for both of the players now.
Well, it seems that the turrets are at least going for Dutchy. Oh, dropping the... I see what he did there. I see. Using the old Osprey reinforcements sneak attack. I see.
Now it would be a wise decision to go for one's war factory. Taking that out will seriously cripple the enemy.
For sure, for sure.
The guy who manages to do that first will likely win the game. Okay, in the meantime I'm going to take a bathroom break. We are back.
Alright.
Okay, see you in just a moment. Yeah, as you can see, Dutchy's actually using basic tier spam, I guess. Battle Masters, Troop Crawlers, I am seeing also Gatling tanks, of course, Hoppers. Yeah. Now the leaflet drop activated here by Bruce. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that is actually a part of the airships that occasionally you will have troll face and then troll so 10% chance. I don't know. See. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised indeed that neither of the players have tried to go through the middle. As you can see, Dutchygamer just setting his tanks over the sand over here and then moving to the north. See another group of heavy tanks.
And I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Well, I think Dutchy, if Dutchy would buff up his forces at the moment, he initiate a charge, then he will likely win this. Except if he lets the airships get taken out by the chaparrals.
Yeah.
Yep, he's destroying the two paladins.
Those chaparrals are powerful. Ooh, frenzy!
Yeah, but he's... oh well. That's a little turret. Yeah.
Luckily for Dutchy, the frenzy actually does affect the creeps as well.
Yep.
So, you know, you can just make your creep team stronger that way.
Indeed, it means 40% more firepower for your units, including the ones of your allies.
But there are still a bunch of...
Still wasn't enough to kill the paladins though.
Nope. No more, what the fuck. Or no more War Factory. So I'm thinking that I'm missing something in Bruce's base as well. But then again, also missing something in...
all the War Factories are in place.
Okay. Yeah, right here.
The paladins are just destroying everything.
Right here.
Shouldn't just put Gatling tanks against against them like that.
Will this work with AI as your enemy or ally? Arena Gamemode. Will that work with AI as your enemy or ally?
No, no.
This
And
is
it's not
purely
even-
PvP.
It's purely PvP, yes. It's PvP-based game mode, and I'm not even going to plan making any skirmish or PvE AI work on it.
It's not even possible as far as I'm concerned, because you're using AI slots, so to say, to make the creeps work in the first place.
Well, I could just give the AI factories, make more scripts that would control teams, and I think it would be possible. It would certainly require a lot of work. It would be possible actually, but I'm not even going to do that because I plan this to be a PvP game mode. I guess that's
Excuse me.
okay.
That game unannounced.
Dutchy proposed the draw, but Bruce denied it.
Okay. Well, this has gone on for 34 minutes, and I do believe that you said if this takes like 40 minutes, then we should just call it a draw and move on.
Yeah.
Because I do want to have one more match after this.
Yeah, alright. I wonder if there is any way, shape or form we can let players know that we would like to end the game soon in case they are unable to finish off each other. Or at least put a serious dent in their enemy, so from that point it would be easy to finish it off. For example, killing the war factory and the barracks. That would certainly end the game at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Dutchy actually has the IRC open for the Skype chat, so he knows. Give me 3 more minutes.
Alright.
Fine.
Fine. Fine, you win. Ah, Dutchygamer gave up. Okay, well, we can safely call this a draw. And this map is basically an experiment for now, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make more one-on-one maps or if they will be similar to this one, so...
You have been defeated.
I guess we could try another 2v2 maybe.
Yeah, I do want to have a 2 versus 2 on that forest map. The map that you made most recently, that with the special creep route.
Alright.
There we go. A napalm strike and kill my airfield. Yeah. There we go. So that was a pretty long match.
Right.
Dutchy definitely made more units and lost more units.
Alright then, folks. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you had fun watching the new game mode.
Yeah, this
And
like
I
I said,
guess
looking at the
refined and worked out for the actual release.
uh-huh.
of course, this is still not the final version of it.
Nope, everything is still up for change, and I see that the majority has actually voted that they do want to see some more of this, so we will definitely do this again in the future. Maybe we'll dedicate an entire stream in the near future about this again after we've seen some balance changes. So yeah, once again I apologize for the massive amounts of errors, mismatch, not even mismatches, just errors and glitches going on here. It's nothing we can do anything about really, unless we develop this under our own engine, which is probably never going to happen.
Or if they release the source code for this particular engine, which is equally not likely to happen.
So, once again, I thank you all for watching. It's been a great experience for me, and I'm glad that you liked it. For the rest, Hunter, thanks for joining me again. XAttus, thanks.
No problem.
Yep, you're welcome.
We will see you again next time. Goodbye.